In your journey through life, has there ever been a moment when you felt like an outsider in your own family? The problem? Did you look around at your siblings, your parents, who seem to fit so perfectly into the family system, while you always feel out of place? Your sensitivity, your questioning, your craving for emotional truth in that place called home, they always seemed inappropriate, even perceived as a threat. Have you ever been labeled too sensitive, rebellious, selfish, or crazy, simply because you could feel the unspoken tension and inauthenticity that others chose to ignore? And yet, a paradox quietly emerges from the deepest corners of your inner world, though you were cast as the source of the problem. A faint yet firm voice whispers that perhaps the true toxin is not you, but the very family system you've desperately tried to belong to yet are consistently cast out from. The more you try to be normal, the more you suffocate. The more you express your true feelings, the more you are isolated. This leaves you in a state of profound confusion. Were you destined to play the role of this black sheep? The great pioneer of psychology, Carl Jung, offers a perspective rich with spiritual wisdom for this profound inner experience. He introduced a core concept, individuation, the sacred journey of becoming who you truly are, whole, complete, and indivisible. Jung believed that many souls, especially those endowed with a higher level of awareness, are not born into emotionally traumatic and dysfunctional families by accident. This is not a random cosmic error, but a precise soul assignment. These families are the harsh crucible of their individuation journey, the training ground for their souls. Imagine an ancient lineage, like a calm yet murky river, carrying unspoken griefs, suppressed anger, denied traumas, and shadows that no one dares to confront, flowing down through the generations. The shadow, in Jungian theory, represents the dark aspects of ourselves that we are unwilling to acknowledge or are even unaware of. A dysfunctional family is a place shrouded by a collective shadow. Here, authentic communication is replaced by silence and lies. Love is distorted by control and conditions, and everyone wears a rigid persona to perform their role. However, the ecosystem of this river needs to be purified. It's so, a special soul is born. This soul is like a designated carrier, or the scapegoat of the family system. This child, which is you, is born exceptionally sensitive to the river's toxicity. You cannot pretend the water is clear like everyone else. You cannot ignore the suffocating silt within it. You are born to carry the collective shadow that the entire family refuses to face. Your problematic behaviors, your anxiety, your depression, your rebellion are not, in fact, your personal pathologies, but rather the symptoms of the entire family system's illness. You are the only child willing to cry out that the emperor has no clothes, while everyone else insists on praising the non-existent new robes. Therefore, let us reframe your experience. The pain, isolation, and misunderstanding you have felt are not evidence of your failure, nor are they a sign of some innate defect. On the contrary, they are a testament to the strength of your psyche. This is the prelude to a profound transformation, the first cry of your soul as it strives to break the chains of generational trauma. You are not regressing. You are advancing, but your direction runs counter to the inertia of your entire family. You were chosen not to bear a curse, but to break it. In a system accustomed to slumber, anyone who tries to awaken it will inevitably be seen as a troublemaker. Awakening often begins with a psychological death, the dissolution of your old identity. You are not being abandoned by your family. You are graduating from that collective consciousness of illusion. So, if you are going through this, if you feel like the black sheep of your family, the eternal outsider, please remember, you are not lost. You are simply in between, in a sacred pause, in the void that exists between the collapse of an old world and the birth of a new one. You are not the problem child, or the chosen healer, the one destined to bring light to your bloodline. Every ounce of pain you experience is forcing you to look inward, to find the greater self that transcends the family script. This is a sacred and profound process of transformation. You are not alone. You are on a path to true freedom and wholeness. Continue your journey with compassion and courage.